to let him know how valuable he is going forward?
I think he already knows that. I mean, we're going to get together after this practice session and watch his minutes, watch his shots. We played 9 players the other night. 6 of those players, first time playing in the playoffs, their playoff debut. And I think overall they handle those playoff nerves fairly well. The one thing I think we need more from Jamal is playmaking. 34 minutes, struggle to make some shots, but had 0 assists. I think he's got to be a guy that can go out there and make plays for his teammates and generate good looks for everybody. But overall, I think he did a good job. He had a great look to take the lead late in that game. And that's a shot that we'll continue to trust Jamal with. And I have no doubts that he'll make it next time.
So much of the talk after the game was about those shots. What else did you see when you went back and watched it?
I think we talked about pace of play going into that series. We had 0 fast break points. It was a very slow, methodical game. I think that is definitely Spurs' advantage in that regard. So we have to find ways to get stops, rebounds, to get out and run, to push, to attack, and look to post Nikola up early because they double team him every time in transition. It's a lot harder to double team and execute your game plan. I think the other things that jump out were shot selection. I think we took a lot of questionable shots. I think we had 41 possessions with 0 or 1 pass shots. That can't be the case. We have to work for the best shot possible. And when we did that, we generated great looks. We know they're going to double team Nikola. They know we're going to double team LaMarcus Aldridge. Now it's a matter of spacing the floor the right way, stepping into your shot, and shooting with confidence.
That's about giving up a good shot for a great shot, as you were saying, in the half-court offense?
Yeah, I think there are plenty of examples, half-court and transition, where it's not coming from a selfish place. It's coming from, I'm going to try to help our team. I'm going to make the play. And I think we have to continue to trust each other, trust the pass. Because if you look at some of the shots, they were quick, they were contested, and that's not good enough against San Antonio. We have to work for the best shot available, and then obviously the end of that is making those shots. But we can't live with tough contested shots against that team.
What stood out to you about Nikola's defense on LaMarcus Aldridge the other night?
What was that?
Nikola's defense beginning of it? What stood out about Nikola's defense on LaMarcus the other night?
Oh, I thought he was terrific. I mean, everybody's talking about their double teams of Nikola, but we held LaMarcus Aldridge to 6 of 19. We held DeMar DeRozan to 6 of 17. Combined, they were 33% from the floor and only 1 from 11 in the post. So I thought the defensive game plan was great. We lost that game because, yes, we couldn't make shots, but we have to give a ton of credit to Forbes, White, and Rudy Gay, who shot a combined 68% for 45 points. But Nikola's defense on Aldridge, I thought was terrific. He was physical. He did his work early. He made him a little bit uncomfortable, and there were times when LaMarcus obviously missed some shots that he usually makes, but mixing up the double team, mixing up the one-on-one coverage, and I think Nikola took on that challenge and did a hell of a job.
He didn't have the best game.
That game between Nikola and Gary in the fourth quarter kind of looked like the duo of all that we see between those two guys. How important is that going to be for this series to be able to continue to put on that?
Well, going into it, Nick, we talked quite a bit the last week of the regular season about Gary Harris. Finding his rhythm, finding his confidence, attacking the basket, shooting it with confidence. And I think that carried in. I think Gary Harris's playoff debut was amazing. 20 points, gets to the foul line 5 times, and I thought his defense on DeMar DeRozan was as good as you can play. And then him and Nikola playing with each other, playing off of each other, is a big part of what we've done the last couple of years. So moving forward, hopefully Gary can continue to play at that high level, and he and Nikola can space the floor, read each other, and play off of each other just as well as they did in game one.
Coach, you didn't have the best game, but why can't you guys forget about a guy like Davis Bertans?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Why can't you guys forget about a guy like Davis Bertans? He didn't have the best game in game one, but going forward, why do you have to make sure that y'all know where he is on the floor?
Bertans?
Yeah.
Oh, his shooting. They didn't shoot a lot or make a lot, but they were a hell of a percentage, 7 to 15, I believe it was. And obviously Bryn Forbes was making 3 of those, which was big. But Bertans is a guy that if you have any type of mistake game plan, like one time we were down the floor, we didn't run him off, and he knocks down a big 3 in that second half. So, your discipline has to be at an all-time high against Patty Mills, Marco, and Bertans off the bench, because those are 3 of the better shooters in the NBA. Any breakdown in coverage, any breakdown in your closeout is going to result in a 3-0, 6-0, or 9-0 run against that team and the tempo they want to play at. That's really, really big. know what they're capable of.
What, if anything, did you see differently from Will Barton in game one that maybe you didn't see the last 5 minutes of the game?
You know, I think what stood out to me, even in game 82, Minnesota hit 9 rebounds. That's something I talked to him about. I said, right now, if you're not getting a play call for you or whatever it is, you have to find other ways to impact the game. So for him to get 15 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double, you know, was terrific. I thought when he was switched on to DeMar at times, he did a pretty good job of taking pride in that matchup. But you know, Will's a guy that should impact the game in so many areas: scoring, rebounding, playmaking. And just like Jamal only having 0 assists, Will Barton only had 1 assist. We need those guys, our creative players, our playmakers, to find ways to help their teammates get open looks. And that's something Will can do at a high level.
Coach, you mentioned the getting Jokic the ball in transition, rim runs to beat the double team. Are there things that you can or need to do in the half court to get him quick looks before the double can arrive?
You know, he can look to go quicker. You know, I think that's one thing. Try to attack. He did it 1 or 2 times. He caught it really deep in the post, and he went right away before they could get there. Give them credit; they did a hell of a job. You know, every time he literally put the ball on the floor, somebody was right there, and that's what you love about Nikola. You know, 14 assists, 14 rebounds, 10 points. Love to find ways to get him more field goal attempts, and obviously have him impact with his scoring. But he's going to make the right read, as we know, Adam. But early post-ups, getting the ball in different areas, and even in the half court, to your point, maybe he can attack before they come get him.
Coach, is it an emphasis to run the floor more moving forward, just seeing he had so much success in the regular season?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, and we're going into this series, pace of play was something that was a topic of discussion. And to come out of game 1 having 0 fast break points is disappointing. They only had 2, thank goodness, but you know, that's the pace that they want and they're comfortable with. We have to find ways after a miss, a turnover, and even after a made basket to get out and run and put pressure on their defense earlier in the clock, as opposed to just kind of walking it up and playing against a set defense for 48 minutes.
How was the breakdown on White Scott? What's that impact?
It's transition defense get back. I mean, when you watch the clip, it's a bad shot that we take. Usually when you take a bad shot, that's going to result in a compromised defense. We had our starting point guard and starting 2 guard crashing in glass for an offensive rebound, which they're supposed to get back. And then no one, because we're crashing the glass, no one ever stopped Derek White. And even though, you know, it's Paul Millsap that was the recipient of that dunk, it wasn't on Paul Millsap. It was a failure from the shot that was taken to Gary and Jamal crashing the glass. And those kind of mistakes can't happen.
How do you balance keeping these guys relaxed with the urge to go?
You know, we got such a young group, and this is so new for many of us. Teaching, holding guys accountable, watching it, walking through it, but also staying positive. And we did a lot of really good things in that game. We had a chance to win that game down the stretch, and for it to be our first playoff game in 6 years, that's all you can ask for against a team filled with veterans. You know, they're coming off the bench with Patty Mills, Bellinelli, and Rudy Gay. We're coming off the bench with guys that were in the G League last year. So we understand who we are, where we're at. We're not going to panic. We're not going to overreact. We're going to learn from it. We're going to stay together. We're going to stay positive, and hopefully go out there and play really loose tomorrow night. Because if we play tight, we're not going to make open shots. We're going to make mistakes. I just want to go out there, play as relaxed as we can, understand that every possession matters, but it can't be life or death because you're going to die a lot in 48 minutes.
Do you like the vibe around your team these past two games?
Yeah,
2 days, I mean.
Yeah, I like it a lot. You know, the fact that guys are pissed off and upset that we lost, you expect that. You know, Jamal Murray is very hard on himself, and he shoots 6 of 24, 0 of 6 from 3, and this is a potentially game-winning shot. You know, my message to him is, okay, take a deep breath, let it out, don't carry that over into game 2. It's a new game, it's a new day, it's a new challenge, but overall the vibe is positive. Guys understand that we have a chance to tie it up tomorrow night, and that's our plan.